What's going on, guys? Eternal in back with another Ghost of Tsushima video, and today we are actually going to cover something a little different. Have you ever wanted to play your hunter in more of a supportive role? No? Then get the fuck out of here! But for those of you that are actually curious, let me show you what I bring for you today. This is quite possibly my new favorite way to go about playing the hunter. Again, I'm all about trying to find different ways to go about playing these characters because it seems like most characters are played in either one or two ways, and not that that's a bad thing, but for me, I get a little burnt out. So trying to find and utilize new builds is part of the fun for me. And this build, again, is probably my new favorite. This is going to be a Restorative Rhythm Hunter, uh, allowing you to be rather supportive for your team in ways that you wouldn't think possible. And it's still going to nuke pretty much everything. Um, So yeah, we're rocking the restorative rhythm, and if you don't know what the restorative rhythm is, it's basically one of the newer charms that I think came with the Iki DLC. But this is about the only one that I have found even remotely useful, and it has a really cool interaction on the hunter. Now that we can get class-specific perks and properties on these charms, I wanted to try it out and see how I liked it, and it works really, really well. So, as you can see, hitting a healing drum will heal all wounded heroes. I don't know why they wouldn't just say ghosts at this point. Uh, but and revive anyone currently down. So basically, what this is a pocket Ronin healing ultimate that you can bust out at any time by striking a healing drum. Now, what's cool about this is the hunter, and I mean all characters can do this, but it's cool on the hunter because you're primarily using bows. You can shoot healing drums and get this effect. So let's say you're doing a nightmare survival and you're at a point by yourself. Two teammates are at another point, and one teammate is super far away trying to hold it down, and he dies. And then one of the other people die that's in the second point I mentioned. So now you have two people down, and the other person left alive is too overrun to revive his teammate, and you and him are unable to make it all the way down to the other point to revive that person as well. And let's say the point is about to be overrun. Doesn't matter with this build. You just turn to your nearest healing drum, strike it, and not only is everybody going to be instantly revived, but it's going to heal them to full life. This is an incredibly fun build. I really like its supportive capabilities because, as you can see, I also have blessed arrows on there. Um, but it's honestly awesome. The fact that you can strike a healing drum from a football field away to revive all people that have been destroyed by Oni and heal them at the same time is really unique. And generally, the only thing we're switching out for this build, as opposed to my Heavenly Hunter build, is the Spirit Kunai. Don't get me wrong, Spirit Kunai I think is the best legendary in the game. Um, but I find that the way I have this set up, I don't miss it much, and I actually like the supportive capabilities of this character. So we'll go through each piece of gear. Right off the bat, I have the Moon Katana as per usual, with perfect parry window for those perfect parry blessed arrow heals, which can be clutch and really nice, as well as maxed out ultimate damage. And then we run Burning Blade. And then for the Skipping Stone bow, I have one with shield piercing ammo as well. I think it just depends on what you end up fighting most for what you're doing. They're both great. Um, so you can't go wrong with either one. In fact, if you have a team and everybody's running munitions, you could run helmet and shield piercing and just not even worry about headshot refund, depending on your party setup. But then again, the restorative rhythm, I've got it with ultimate damage, hunter ability radius, and then foul and blessed arrows. Because again, I'm going full support on that. So we're not getting fire master because Foul Arrow supports your team as well. It's kind of the setup here I'm rocking with. And then what we switched the Spirit Kunai out for is a Sticky Bomb. Now, I've got increased radius and fired up on there. And because I have increased radius, I'm not using blast radius. But because I don't have something like Lucky on there, I'm running cooldown on kill. And then I'm running status effect duration to increase the amount of damage that my explosive arrow and my fire arrows and the sticky bomb itself is going to end up doing, since all those cause a status effect. And then cooldown on kill, you're going to have this back way more often than you think you will. So this is just utilized to gain resolve, really, and then you just cook enemies that are unfortunately in the blast radius. But yeah. So and then we got smoke bomb, which I'll pretty much never change those properties. Pretty much, if I run a smoke bomb, that's what it looks like. As for techniques, we are still rocking explosive arrow. You can use staggering arrow or spirit archer, but explosive arrow is by far the best in terms of damage. With this being a supportive build, you could very well rock staggering arrow. It's not a bad option, but I find that the amount of support that I have with explosive arrow rounds out my role as a supportive DPS hunter quite nicely for my playstyle. Then we rock legendary here with status effect damage and all seeing eye. You are going to do monstrous amounts of ultimate damage. That has not changed. You lose no damage in terms of that. And you honestly lose no initial damage with the explosive arrow. I mean, you will lose DPS not having a Spirit Kunai to get it back faster, but again, that's not what this build is designed to do. Super fun build. For me, it's something different, and I really like being able to instantly revive my friends or the randoms that I go in to a nightmare survival with, or just heal. You don't have to wait until somebody dies. You can just go ahead and strike a drum like you normally would. But no matter where they are on the map, I don't know if I mentioned that, but no matter where they are on the map, it's going to heal them like the Ronin's ultimate would and revive them. So I'm gonna jump into a nightmare survival, and hopefully we can get some footage of this. Alright guys, so that's going to be an example of what this build is capable of. Let me know if you guys want me to cover anything else, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.